one part says live, one says published YouTube broadcast, so we're just gonna wait till that one says okay, and then I'll just hop into it. Hola gamers. How says we're live? We're doing good. Play some Siege, I guess. Bit of garbage day. So what we're gonna do? Actually, I wouldn't say garbage. I'd say not a good day. It was garbage. There were great parts and horrible parts. So we'll just sum it up to that and play some Siege as a way to relax. That's all it's good for, right? Relaxing. We're in the game, so we can hop over to that. You can find it. There we go. So we're in a game. Okay, we are in a late game. You said we're defending? Yay. I like attacking more. This is round 2. That means we'll be switching the next round. I figured I'd stream for an hour and a half-ish. He's gonna go into the mart early tomorrow. Fortunately. Cool. We're doing great. Big W, fat L. If randomly get, I'm hoping to get a call. Hoping before I go to bed. So if I do and I just go into randomness and don't talk, that's why. Not random. I go into randomness. If it goes into the be right back thing, I will be right back. It's gonna be a second, hopefully. Hopefully. We'll turn off my ringer though, because it's copyrighted music. Well, I'd assume it's Song of Storms. Even though whoever sold it, whoever I bought it from, definitely not Nintendo. Unless they somehow got rights to it, but I don't think so. Better smoke. If is there one there? I just didn't see it. Oh, I guess so. I did see it though. If your ping's at 9, why am I having an issue? What's going on with the servers, man? Ooh, I wonder if the new event's gonna be up. What time is the new event? There's a new event going on in the game. It's starting. If oh my gosh, it looks like fun. If I stay up a little bit later, which I might, if it's on. And does the inside beep? I guess my robot was good. I'll have to check the video again. But there's this really cool looking event. That's what someone said the other day, and I'm having the issue, and I have a VPN on because it sends everything to your IP address, and it's not my IP address. Someone like looking at me or something? I don't know where they died from. Against a shotgun. Yeah. That was kind of hard. I don't know how to go about doing that one. Probably just go into a different entrance. Flip that. Actually, we'll watch the siege video after this match is over. When this match is over, I will yoink it to my main screen here. Mute protocol event is what, and man, does it look good. I'm double checking the VPN thing too. So, you don't think you can be targeted because your IP address is shielded. So I don't know what they're doing. I think the servers are just garbage right now. Because I think it would raise your ping, right? Because that means your connection to that would be bad, not the server, unless they're DDoSing the servers, which those would be really bad servers if it was that easy just to do that. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It could also be lagging really bad. This is Bagel, because he has the highest ping. He's also on the other team. It's hard to do anything when you can't freaking walk. Dirty ping. Yeah, we gotta get the thing first. Just plant, man. Ooh, got him, gamer. To your right, man. Gamer. This is gonna be limited operator stupid event, but we'll get into that and why I'm not sure about that. Just a minute. Take a stub. Bezos. And right below that should be the second bomb. This guy's not even using this because I can remove it. Well, this one I can move to it, yes, huh? There's something fishy going on. Imagine now that they lost one round. Yeah, just come back and hit me. Connection's that bad. Apparently. Do a hack. I don't know. Maybe they're DDoSing. Maybe they're not. But I can't be targeted if I have a VPN that is on. Just make sure the VPN's on. Like, this siphon's on. It just disconnected. Okay. See if I go faster now and see if that's what the issue was, and I wasn't. No, I'm still lagging, and I'm connected, so. It's kinda hard to play. Yeah. I can't even get in. I am so dumb. Why don't you come up here, bud? Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. Imagine seeing your vote. You should have won for it. Now we're gonna lose. Unless he's stupid. Is he stupid? Let's say, is he stupid? Is he really that stupid? I'm just gonna return the menu. Actually, I don't know if it counts if I finished it or not. If I don't, we'll skip through it and then we're gonna watch that video. Talk about it quick. And we'll see if it says when it's going live.
In the city.
But I think my friend turned on. Let's see that name.
Activated. Attackers are inbound. Servers targeted. Mute must be eliminated.
That's the thing. Is everyone mute then? And they're just because they look at all the crazy stuff. Like, well, no, because that's yeah.
One defender remains operational. Security suspended.
It says August 4th. I get that much. But the question is, what time on August 4th? If it happens at midnight, I'll play around before I go to bed. You don't want to live too further out. Yes, the drone buff where where drones get an ACOG. As long as it doesn't mess up my loadouts, Grey Lance. Grey Lance was freaking fun. I loved it. Paperscape crossovers. Standalone title, I would 100%. That's the thing, though. I don't think I could play round after round after round, meme review. Round after round after round of that. Is Rainbow's Magic that really a high looking one? Rainbow's Magic 2020. Yeah, I really want that head thing. So extended it last year, but that's okay. So hop back into the game. So it just says the 4th, which is tomorrow. Like an hour my time. I don't think anyone else watches from really that far. Not gonna lie, I'm intrigued. I really want to try it out. Headache. Oh, it's fun. Having a great day. Great day. 80. This is the part I'm gonna play. I don't know. Be right back. Okay,
Secure the bomb.
I missed the call that I really wish I wouldn't have, but I told them to call again. So if I go dark randomly and I have the thing on, if you hear the thing, I'm probably going Bravo 6. What's Bravo 6? Bravo 6 near dark. So, yeah, I'll just be right back for like hopefully not too long, but if it is long, it's whatever.
Located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly.
Important stuff. I see that jokingly, but it legitimately is something. Right? I wouldn't just just interrupt something I'm doing. I don't like. I want to get whatever I want to do, so I want to do it. Get
5
shit
seconds
done.
to insertion.
I'm gonna get my mind off of shit, and this is not the way to get my mind off of shit.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Pro tip: if you have issues, don't. You can't solve those issues by relying on the or by wanting to be around the issues yet. Wanted to. All right, different call, but I'm still gonna pick it up. I will be right back.
operator remaining. Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized. Need to use your drone to locate a bomb. Your drone has found a bomb. Insertion in 10 seconds. Insertion in 5 seconds. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Rifle shield mounted.
Loading new mag. Big brother incoming.
Need to reload!
Lights on. Lights on.
Sending drone!
Repulsion device planted. Lighten up.
One op 4 remaining. Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful. Need to use your drone to locate a bomb. Your drone has found a bomb. insertion. 5 seconds before insertion. Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it. You must recover the diffuser. The diffuser is now secured.
Taking the bad guys.
Bomb has been located.
Changing mags!
Op 4 last stop standing.
My device is ready. Cluster charge going live. Reloading. Breach up. Detonate.
Bomb diffusion initiated. Protect the diffuser.
Repulsion device planted.
Op 4 eliminated.
We're back. It was a bit of a longer break than I thought, but you know, like I said, stuff going on. Man, last place. Really? Dos kill? Dos kill? Dos kilo? I need another bitch. It's a good team. It's a very productive team, and like I said, on the phone, hard to play. Some dude blew me up. It was on the phone, and I'm like, "You idiot!" Some breach charge, and I was right next to it. And they're like, no, come on, man. Like they could have, they knew I was on the phone. Could have known it was, and also I'm just stupid. I'm the highest rank on my team, but it doesn't mean a lot. This dude's already playing ranked. I should play ranked sometime.
Secure the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
Series protection.
Oh my gosh, man, with the clan. See what clan is it? ZL1X.
5 seconds left.
ZL1X.
Biohazard container location unknown. Keep it secure.
YouTube.com ZL1X.
Activate jammer.
They are a foreign PlayStation clan? There's ZL1X, right? ZL1X. Let's look up for this specific dude, Mikey. ZL1X, Mikey. Nothing found. ZL1X R6. Yeah. I do see a ZL1X, but that's a PlayStation clan. I mean, it's not cross-platform, so. Oop.
One Op 4 remaining. Op 4 has found the biohazard container. Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Sorry. Lot happened. Like, I just. I'm in my own head.
We need to protect the biohazard container. Secure the room.
Setting trauma pack here.
Bob Dwayne.
Oh man, mentally just not there, man.
Drone has found the biohazard container. 10 seconds. 5 seconds left. Protect the biohazard container at all costs.
Is there another guy like? Is there like 3 holes? I was just in a really bad spot when I thought I was in a decent spot. Yeah.
Op 4 is securing the container. They've ceased attempting to secure the container. Biohazard container securing paused. Take out the hostiles.
Oof.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
I don't even know how long I'm going to be able to do this. I have such a headache from having stuff.
You need to locate the biohazard container. Good work. The biohazard container has been located. Insertion in 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Biohazard container located. Proceed to its location.
Throwing frag grenade.
Ready to blow. Cluster charge live. Cluster charge live. Cluster charge active.
Popping frag.
I'll patch you up. Don't move.
Shut up, recruit. Said the recruit, I guess.
Cluster charge going live.
Reach charge hot.
Down to one friendly. Hostile activity. Neutralize the threat. We have been eliminated.
Stay right here, man. It's bothering me.
Find the biohazard container location.
Looks like a Dell logo, but it says MSI. I'm like, oh no, it's Asus. It's not Asus. I keep messing with that because I'm like, oh my god, because whole thing with like Asus Aura is really cool software that changes stuff, uh, colors with your stuff, with your. But you have to have an Asus chipset, because it's hardware, it's not just software. So anyway, so I'm trying to do this, and I'm like, why isn't this working? And then finally, I'm looking at my PC parts again because I looked at them first to know this. Like, oh, okay, it's a freaking MSI board. I have an MSI board in my computer. It's the dumbest thing.
5 seconds to go.
Beep boop.
Proceed to the biohazard container and secure it.
Big dumb. Big dumb.
Ballistic shield deployed.
Cluster charge going up. Cluster charge going up. Placing cluster charge. Detonating cluster charge. Cluster charge deployed. Concussion ready. Loading cell. Cluster charge going live.
Rifle shield deployed.
Got him. I still got a kill. Let's make that very, very clear. Maybe we'll end it out. I'm just.
Reloading. Cover me.
I feel it, to gay gamers. I hate having bad days, man. Suck. But this is like event sesh right now, dude. I'm normally not like. There's like sometimes.
We have been eliminated.
Spitman's recoil. Such a headache, man. All the crap, man. Just whatever. So it's just not. I had my 49-minute vent sesh for the most part. I just had to be positive. If I have a bad day, why does everyone else have to? Oh. It says it's raining. According to my clock. My Google clock. See if it actually is. It says expect rain. This is drizzling next hour. It's snow. Oof, that person already left. I don't blame him. Really don't. Who would want to watch content like that? This isn't. I didn't watch this one. Coming in. This isn't normally the vibe I give up.
You need to locate the biohazard container.
At least I would believe so. I would believe that the vibe I give off is very much more of an energetic, just trying to mess around, trying to have fun kind of vibe. It's I always try to make sure I'm positive. Some days it's hard.
Well done. Biohazard container located.
I had the thought process that if it came down to it, and I had to have the worst life mentally,
Insertion in 10 seconds.
I was always depressed, always so is down, not able to be. But as long as I can try to be positive, try to be energetic, and try to make everyone else's if it would make everyone else's day better, I would 100% do it. Because the more everyone else's day is better, the more
Hunting rifle shot.
if they're unless someone really gets off by being angry, which doesn't make sense to me. That would make my day better, even if it's for 5 seconds. It makes your day better. 5 seconds, and that's all I can ask for. So have a good day, man. So, normally, energy higher, even if I have a bad day. Just sometimes you can't. Ouch. Doc McStuffin been taught me, bro. You got heals.
One friendly operator remaining.
Don't keep it, man.
One op 4 remaining.
Round one, man. It's in the right corner there.
Secure the biohazard container. 15 seconds left. Hostile activity. Neutralize the threat. 10 seconds left. Op 4 eliminated.
Let's go gamers. Sonic Obama. Yo, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? Didn't even see I was so into the game. This definitely has to go off at 12, though. Or maybe quarter up. I'm thinking quarter up, actually, just so I can have time to get ready for bed, then go to bed. So I gotta do job stuff tomorrow. And by job stuff, I mean go in and do the job. Yeah, probably quarter up. I'm having the greatest day, so yeah, quarter up rather. So do.
You need to locate the biohazard container.
If I could learn how to play this game, that would be really cool. Beep boop pop 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 beep beep pop pop. Don't kill me, that would be very nice. Dingo skura. Pop 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 eat.
10 seconds before insertion. 5 seconds. Well done. Biohazard container located. Biohazard container to its location.
This is some heavy metal right now. Not at all. Not at all.
My favorite part.
You got everything.
Op 4 last operator standing.
That was all me, man. All me.
Successful.
They left. Go gamer. Oh, that's another old song. I'm looking at my Discord dude. Someone's listening to an old song I haven't heard forever. It's been a few years. Beautiful Girls by Sean Kingston. I think we used to listen to that song back when Fortnite was a popular game, and just sitting playing for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. I have not a clue.
Barricade the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
Wall reinforced!
I'm not sure what that is. And when did you say those words? Like context? Because just saying I'm from CBT, the greatest last words I could have said. I feel like there's a story there. Like you were like doing something that it came up that you had to have last words.
5 seconds.
We need details, my friend. Details. I have nothing better to do.
Op 4 has failed to find the biohazard container. Op 4 found the biohazard container.
Well, the guy's watching. Sure.
Heartbeat sensor deployed. Prepping needles.
What game did you get, man? Need to hit the skill level of this game as well if I don't know what it is already by the time you put it in or don't put it in. But I need to know what the game is.
1 Op 4 remaining.
Or I will have to put you on a ban on the channel.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
Can I do that without logging in? That's, aw. I can, but it isn't as cool. It opens up a whole page. I thought I could just use everything on here on my broadcast software. Yeah, what do you about it? I want fighting games to have native voice chat that it forces you into. Like Black Ops 2 where it forces you, like if you're in party chat, it forces you into game chat. You need that with fighting games, because fighting games are the ultimate like trash talk kind of game. Alright. I'm gonna say it's a different game than what I think. You know what, like, actual like, Golden is? I'm gonna guess it's strictly a fighting game. I'm guessing they just used that name for marketing purposes. Maybe it sets place in the same timeline. We don't know.
From Persona. The result is a story that's equally well written and entertaining as stage, special move, and
Yeah,
win
okay.
pose cleverly calls back to it. Even if you don't get all the references, the eye-popping color palette and strangely macabre art direction
That actually looks
is a
good.
one-two punch that gives every fight real character. Whether you know what you're doing or not, you'll want to
Visually, it looks like it would be fun. Well, yeah, but like that's the thing though. You're gonna have a skill gap if you just got an old game. That's like with this. You can find people that are low level, but it's eh. I'm just saying that like voice chat for those kind of games sound like the greatest idea you could ever come up with. If we're killing girls, I should do that. Oof. If it's strong.
Swapping max!
10 seconds remaining.
Evil eye ready.
5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Please don't get shot. Please don't get shot.
Overwatch. Beauties in place! The beauties are in place!
Get out of there, man.
Op 4, last operator standing.
You're lucky that I don't feel like killing you.
I'm gonna assume man's got mad. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but that's like all the tryhards at once then. Whatever.
Maestro, do you see him?
No, I do not.
Friendly, last operator standing.
I guess he's been hiding in a corner for 2 minutes for no reason.
Cool.
Bomb diffuser in place.
Cool.
All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
Got 3 votes. The 4th guy is like, nah, this dude's just playing the game. Alright, we got 2 votes. I didn't even mean to pick it. He was just one where I was looking at stuff.
Protect the bombs.
Hell yeah, dog. Hell yeah, dog. You know what?
Loading new magazine.
Bada book, bada boom.
Being just so good at the game.
Be advised, Op 4 has found a bomb.
I didn't even kill you.
I was talking to the other guy, but that's
10
cool
seconds
too.
remaining. Down to 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't pick that person either, man. I barely would pick anyone with a 1-1 streak. I need someone who's lost all their matches, and then I can hop into the fray. But I don't know. Mortal Kombat was a game I thought about going online for because there was a time where I could play that one half, not having a stroke. What's up, Kanye64? Can we give a shout out to Kanye? Can we get a what the hell does people say? Pog, you know, gamer. We get a heck yeah in the chat. There we go. We'll get a heck yeah in the chat for Kanye64. Let's watch our boy. Let's watch our boy. Who's at the first play? All right, he ain't the greatest guy at the game, but guess what? Neither's your guy right
Bomb
here.
diffuser has been successfully deployed.
Neither's the guy right here, man. What a gamer. You know, Kanye64
Remain in this zone.
made my day.
Detected by hostiles. Your location has been compromised. One friendly operator remaining.
You know, even if. Oh man, he tried to be
All
cool.
friendlies were eliminated.
It wasn't cool enough.
Just don't do that.
Uh oh.
Yeah, well, I was
Probably.
expecting the other guy to like do something.
You walk to
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. I think Tim the Tapman says, "Can we get a pog in the chat?" But that just sounds cringy to me. So we're gonna get heck yeahs. We got a heck yeah for you, man. Kanye64. What a gamer. And do we team kill the pain in my ass if he talks one more time? Can I get a heck yeah or a heck not in the chat voting for if we should kill the random dude that keeps talking? Such a delay because I didn't set it up through YouTube. It's not the way you should be setting up streams, by the way. It's a lot better that way.
We need to locate a bomb.
Wish it came up here in the chat. The chat, at least, I'd be okay with it coming up on my main screen. If it just scrolled down the side like that, almost so I could pay attention to it better than it was like breaking my neck. That's cool too. That's cool too.
Advise your drone has located a bomb.
Kanye64, what a gamer. What a Gamor.
Your drone has found a bomb. Insertion in 10 seconds. 5 seconds. You've
What a
located
gamer.
bomb.
Their pulse is not the greatest.
Location and defuse it.
How delayed it is. So either you just didn't want to answer, or it's just not dead. I had no clue. Oh, the science point didn't know it. Ow.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Right, gamer. Can I get some relief?
We have been eliminated.
I don't know my gamer status. I won't know for like another week yet. So it still is pretty delayed because I asked like that question a bit ago. I guess you can tell by the on-screen chat that it's pretty delayed. I guess. We'll go till midnight just to see what happens with the event that's supposed to come on tomorrow. I don't know if they're gonna update the game or if it's just gonna be sometime random. So I'll stream it tomorrow night. Oh. I don't want to do my job tomorrow, but I got it. I'm there for a full day too. For a baby, as I am, because I'm not 18. My full day is an 8-hour shift, and if you're not, you're gonna have your normal full day is gonna be your what's that number between above 8 9. Again, from earlier before you heard Travis, I had
Secure the area.
a wonderful
Keep
day.
protected.
My brain's just going everywhere.
Deploying welcome.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for assault.
But yeah, wonderful day, wonderful day.
Trauma pack is open.
Chat right here, like right below me, like right here. This is the really good thing about, the really nice thing about streaming to YouTube. So wait,
5
there.
seconds to insertion.
Because I have some.
Deploying welcome mat.
Bomb
Can we
located.
get your? Yeah. One thing really convenient about YouTube is that the chat comes up there, and that's something I really like, and I never could get it to work with Twitch, unfortunately. Good to know. Oh god, by the way, since there is a viewer now, properly,
Enemy scan inbound.
if I get
Timer.
If at any point I do randomly leave, that is because I'm supposed to get a call. Hopefully, I'm at the point where I really don't care if I get the call anymore. I don't like that because I can't see him properly.
Op 4, last operator standing.
Yeah, it's probably really easy. I don't know. I personally had issues with it. They decided he's pushing
One
somewhere
friendly
else.
operator remaining.
Got
Victorious.
gamer.
Eliminated.
I'm like, look how perfectly like that smoke was around his body though. Yeah, the one thing I've had issues more with YouTube is on the lag side of things. I've had so many more issues with lag and like latency, all that stuff with YouTube. And Twitch has been great with that. My bitrate's always fine and everything like that. But this has had that, and then when it comes to Streamlabs, because I believe it's because I signed in originally, like the account was made with my YouTube channel. And I think that's the issue. But other than that, the things work. The stuff comes up properly. It's just weird. Like the thing where like if someone follows my account, my Twitch, it'll come up. See, I don't even know if it comes up when people subscribe anymore, because I haven't had a thing about people subscribing
Camera in position.
in a while. You know what I mean? Like there are some people on here that aren't here when they should be. There's a Stalin subscribe. That's kind of cool. I feel like I've said that before, but I wasn't.
Ten seconds to insertion.
Deployed.
Jeez.
5 seconds and counting. Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
I'm not sure.
Get some
I look at
plates.
the properties and I didn't see anything for subscribe, which is even weird considering even if it's based off of YouTube or Twitch rather. Which again, I don't know. Streamlabs is kind of a weird service, but it doesn't matter because obviously I don't have a lot of viewers. I have a concurrent viewer, which is cool, but because again, it gives you that community feeling.
Op 4 has placed a diffuser near a bomb. Destroy it.
Regular OBS is great. I love regular OBS, but
Friendly, last operator standing.
oops, gamer.
Mission failed. All friendly.
I don't know. I'm that it. I've never had many issues with it, honestly. Yeah, it's just like that, like the simple thing of a donation thing. That's the only issue I had, and then, which even that isn't really an issue. And then this just not working on Twitch. And I just don't know if I just don't have it configured right or something. But everything else is great, and I love it because I have a ton of sources and everything. I even downloaded the theme, which is like why the outline of this looks decent because I didn't make it. OBS has always been my go-to. See if we can get a win. See if we can take us up to 59. The way my capture card is weird. My capture card has had issues before, but I don't know if that has anything at all to do with it. Well, it definitely doesn't have anything to do with Streamlabs because it was always through Elgato itself that the issues were. My issues arose where plugging it in, it wouldn't always cost. So I have to unplug it, plug it back in, and then it would work. But I do have an HD60. Again, I just don't have it here. Like I've said like 1,000 times over the past few streams. I hear what you said. And that was it. When I stream with it, it's fine. But I don't know if it was a cord or something I was using or whatever. But I'm gonna try it again at some point soon. Because Breath of the Wild 2, we were streaming that the night it comes out, and then if I don't feel like keep doing that, I'm gonna live stream it. The thing is, I don't know if I'll live stream the whole thing or just whenever I feel like live streaming it, because I'm definitely playing probably more than live stream it. I'll get some off camera progress done, but I'm not gonna play through it twice unless I just clear it one night and like by myself or on stream even. When that game comes out, I will be taking a week off from. Just kidding. Imagine if I took a week off of work for Zelda. Actually, school will probably be up by then. My guess is Breath of the Wild 2 is going to come out next year. Because if they're going to do a Switch Pro, that's also when they'll do it. And I've had this conversation with a bunch of people because that's what makes sense. 2017 we had the first your run of the mill average Switch, the Switch everyone loves knows, and then from the Switch 2 years later, and it will launch with Breath of the Wild, and then the Switch Lite launched with Link's Awakening in 2019, and then so my guess is 2021, 2 years later, which is the cycle for Zelda games, and that's the way it has been. You're getting it every 2 years. But if they're gonna do a Pro, they're gonna launch it that way. You know what I mean? That's just what makes sense to me. Right, every 2 years, and that's the way it's been. So it was a Twilight Princess. 2 years later, Wind Waker, or other way around. Other way around. And they're like, oh, we can just keep doing that. That's the way it's been, man. Shot it anymore? Yeah, they did see me through there. See, I hope it's not. That would really, really suck if it comes out 2022. One, it would throw the cycle off that's been going on for a while now. Two, it would just hurt my feelings. Because I'm like, I really don't want to wait a whole year. Because we got the announcement, last year at E3? And, like, that's the only thing we know of that's coming out, isn't it? Is there anything else coming out? There was a game. No, there was. Was there a game decent? Because we haven't had a direct. And COVID-19 hit Nintendo hard. Hard, I tell you. What was I gonna... I don't think there's anything major coming out. Again, it's all third party. There's nothing first party coming out that we know about.
Locate the biohazard container.
Some of the fabricating each other really hurts my feelies. I'm on YouTube, not Twitter. I really don't think we know of anything coming out right now.
Well done. Biohazard container located. Insertion in 10 seconds.
Big Mine was the big next thing.
5 seconds before insertion.
Yeah, as far just the quick look I took.
Located. Proceed to its location.
That's it. Oh yeah. But yeah, but that's like the thing that like the only thing that we know of like being anywhere decently developed is Breath of the Wild 2. Because what was I gonna say? was Bayonetta 3 and train of thought is completely gone. Metroid Prime. So, am I even on the leaderboard off? No, it's not. This is the first match, second match, first, second. But yeah, so we don't know anything about that either. And Breath of the Wild is the only one that we know of because the engine in pretty much all of this stuff's already there. So unless COVID really got them backtracked, I'm guessing for a 2021 release, which I'm like, oh, 2020, turn of the century, yeah, turn of the decade, you know, it'd be really cool, but it doesn't make sense. But that was the only reason I could think it would be coming out this year, and then COVID hit, and then I'm like, yeah, definitely not coming out this year. And there were so many people that said, oh, it's gonna be coming out this year, but that's just because they wanted it to come out this year, and yeah, that works out real well all the time. So Bayonetta 3. I haven't even played the first two Bayonetta games. I really should, because I've heard they're
Friendly operator
great games. Look where we left, buddy. Over behind you.
Op 4 last stop standing.
You're, what are you? Oh my gosh, this is there. You can, okay.
Friendlies have been eliminated.
But yeah, so I don't know. Am I going to purchase Bayonetta 3? Not probably. See, knowing me, I probably will get that before I even get the ones I should get first. But okay, Google, wake me up at 8 in the morning. 8 a.m. Yeah. Cool. So I will be getting up at 8 o'clock, less than 8 hours of sleep. Woo! If this isn't done by 7 minutes after 12, I'll leave this match, see if the event's up, and I'm gonna get the heck. 2 years just waiting for influence. Yeah. Yeah. And that was just announced, but I feel like they gave us a release date on that. I'm not 100% sure. I could always check, but I don't feel like it. Yeah, I've heard the Bayonetta game is really good. And then like the other thing, like the first half of this year, we had some decent titles. We had Xenoblade Chronicles, like the remaster. That was really good from what I heard. The quality wasn't the greatest, but like the game itself, you know. We had
Op 4 drone located the biohazard container.
some tea. Why is that drawing a blank? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Like, I've looked this up recently because I've seen it. Yeah, that was the last time someone used that abbreviation for it.
5 seconds
Like,
left.
what the heck was that? And actually, I think it gave me a chipset. I look it up.
Protect the biohazard container at all costs.
Right. But yeah, but like this year, like first party for Nintendo. Yeah, yeah. I like. You'll see it. You've seen it. By the time you get to this, obviously, but that's how time works. What the heck is that? Last time someone used that abbreviation. But yeah. But yeah, first party we had Animal Crossing, which was a huge hit. Like for me, that is enough to get my Nintendo itch. And then oof, I wasn't even paying attention to that. You getting PS5? The answer to that is yes, but I'm not sure when. At some point, yes, because like we were talking about the other day, I collect consoles, but I don't know if that'll be something I get at launch, something I'll get like right after launch, something like that, or if I'm gonna be waiting until who knows how long. So we're talking about a PS6 and it comes down in price, or you know, because my main Nintendo's primary, 100% primary is Nintendo when it comes to consoles. Overall, I want to see Nintendo just because I have a. But if I had to throw in my PC, throw in my Switch, I can pick up another Switch the next day. There's so much on here and all that, but like Xbox is my main, you know, after Switch because you have to have a main other than Switch, just because Switch doesn't get everything, unfortunately. So anyway, back to I don't want to say it worries me, but that's like a stab in the back considering
Barricade the room.
if the people because like I saw a meme about it today, people worrying if the PS5 is going to be over $500 or $500, and it's like PC gamers spending over $500 on a graphics card alone, which is true, but we're also hitting. I'm hitting higher resolutions, which because I've literally seen Xbox. This game on Xbox is atrocious compared to what I'm looking at, and I'm hitting 130, 40. Like I'm hitting 165 frames sometimes. I'm hitting 144, 130 is 130 is about what it is. 120, we'll say, because it does baseline around there sometimes,
5 seconds and counting.
which is double what you're seeing on console.
Protect the biohazard container at all costs.
See, I don't know. I feel like consoles are just disappointing overall, but I've had better experiences. I want to say I've had better experiences. 100%, I've had better experiences on my Xbox than my PlayStation. I've had, especially with customer support wise, I've had better experiences on Xbox. PlayStation customer support's absolutely garbage. I have to make sure that's perfectly clear. But yeah, I don't know.
1 op 4 remaining.
I definitely enjoy.
Mission successful.
Yeah. I've had a lot more fun on PC. Overall, 100% PC is the best thing because one, you can there's an expensive library of games from the first game that's ever come out to the newest game that's ever come out, and it's an always expanding thing. You have multiple marketplaces, which is really nice. That you can buy games from, which is an issue with consoles because let's say, okay, so now you have the PlayStation Store, you have the Microsoft Store, and you have or Xbox Store because Microsoft Store is a completely different thing, I believe, unless it's called the Windows Store on PC. And then you also have the eShop. Those where you have to get your games from your any of those platforms. Once in a while, you can see a game. See, I don't. I just
Biohazard container.
other than Nintendo, I have to say that if I didn't have to have a PC, I just wouldn't anymore. It's more convenient. You can hook up a controller and everything from anything you want.
Drone has found the biohazard container.
There's just the PC master race is overtaking me. As soon as I've had like it's so much more fun. The controllers are so much better. If you want to play the controller, you can. But a keyboard and mouse, it's the definitive way to play. You know, there's a more but anyway, back on, and then also back to the thing I was saying, you can get games from GOG, you can get games from Steam, you can get them from anywhere.
Protect the biohazard container at all costs.
Which is really nice. And then there are Reddits and stuff where you can find game deals and stuff. And yeah, but you have that for other, like for PlayStation and all that. But you're not getting as many deals off of PC on those because you only have the general ones, and those are going to be common knowledge deals. These guys on the Reddits, you know, they search every corner of the internet because again, there are 1,000 places. And then you have places like G2A, which you can delve into if you please. But the issue with them is that they're a gray market site. So, and sometimes you can get a stolen game, which is not the greatest thing, because they can shut off your, they can delete it from your account. So that's an issue with that. So yeah. Yeah.
1 op 4 remaining.
100%. I'd rather play. Yeah. But even so, like even consoles, you know that PCs are better because, first of all, Xbox is direct Xbox, meaning uses DirectX, which is a PC software engine, whatever you want to call it. And so our issue, oh, he's dead.
You have entered an enemy controlled area. Leave now. Your
Yeah.
location has been compromised.
There's nothing I'd really prefer. Yeah, maybe fighting games I'd prefer. Right, but at that point, so it was the Dreamcast, or I think it was the Dreamcast. That also uses DirectX. Xbox doesn't feel pointless to me, especially because they have Game Pass. Game Pass is like the greatest purchase I could ever make, and there's also huge rumors going around that they're going to which is another thing good about PC, is that PC you don't have to pay to play on. There's a lot of games that come to preview first. There was a point I was huge into PUBG and stuff. I just don't own it on PC for whatever reason. I don't know why. I just guess I don't want to buy it again. But it was on Xbox and it wasn't on. Yeah. I'm working and it makes it convenient for me because then I get a bunch of games on Game Pass from my PC. So it's more. Actually, I don't even know if I paid for it. I got a bill for it. Ultimate, I get my online and everything, $15 a month. I get online and I get was it over 100 games for PC and for Xbox. Like that's a no brainer. Is the event live? Does like it. I'm gonna open up Game Pass real quick and then I'll finish off with these. I don't know. I feel like PlayStation to me is the least one to get because it isn't as good in my opinion. The controller is absolutely garbage in my opinion. It is of the whole generation. If you want to put Switch in this one, you can as well. I wouldn't say it's garbage. I take that back. I wouldn't say it's garbage. It's just definitely not the best. It is the worst of the generation if you want to throw Switch in there. If you don't want to throw Switch in there, still the worst. Because if you're looking at the grip is really nice for the Switch controller, but it still puts it lower than the Pro controller. The Pro controller is, in my opinion, I want to say it's the best for a controller, but the Xbox controller is so well optimized, it's really nice. Yes, I love the reason I bought the PlayStation is for an exclusive. I bought it for Uncharted 4. And I love that game a lot, but I feel like I don't know. It just if I isn't an experience I'm glad I had playing. Yes, it's one of my favorite games now, but I don't know if I would justify that being the console I use for the next 5 years is a single game because I don't know if it had to be the Switch because Zelda's up there. I can't choose anything else. But then again, it depends on the kind of games you're into. If you're into story games, 100% PlayStation is your way to go. Like I'm into story games, but I just don't have the. I can't find a good one for PC. That's my issue. I can't find a really, really, really good one that I don't have to dish out $60 for, because I'm already dishing out $60 for when Cyberpunk comes out. And then there's all these games, man. All these games. And then and by the way, all of Microsoft's first party titles go to Game Pass too, which is really cool. So like next time you see like let's say Uncharted was a first party thing for Microsoft, you'd be able to play Uncharted through Game Pass. That's awesome. That is true. You don't have one where you're defending it. I'm not saying anything, dude. If that's your favorite, man, that's your favorite. But for me, I could have lived without a PlayStation 4. Am I glad I have the trifecta of consoles? Yeah. Like because the one thing that was driving me is that it is a cheaper variation for PlayStation VR, and that is all I use my PlayStation 4 now. Because now that I played that game, I haven't played Last of Us. I haven't played Last of Us 1 or 2, and I want to, but looking at my PlayStation obviously. I use it for VR purposes only because that's what I have it. I have a bunch of VR games put on there. Yeah, I understand that. Especially when it started out, the Xbox was hot garbage. I'll say that. And when the Switch started out, it had Zelda. That's all it had. That's all it had going for it. Unless you want to count Puyo Puyo Tetris. That's literally it. And One Two Switch. One Two Switch. I find One Two Switch to be a fun game. A lot of people it's a one and done kind of thing, but I personally enjoy it. But you have to. It can't be with the same group of people. It has to be different people. Or then I could see it. Um, I don't know. Zelda's a huge one for me, and I don't know what I'd do without. If I had to pick what the consoles to go without, it would probably be PlayStation 4. I don't know. Again, like the reason I got an Xbox was because I had friends on it, and even now I have more. I have more friends on there, but I don't even know how many of those people I would play with anymore on Xbox. Exactly. Just read the one where it says depends if you have friends. Exactly. It depends. It depends where your friends are at. I have friends on each platform. Um, but the huge thing right now though is that crossplay is a huge thing now. Something that we didn't see a lot when these consoles launched. Fortnite was the big one when it came out on the Switch because everyone has a Switch and then everyone had PlayStation or Xbox. But it was fine on Xbox. But when people wanted to hook their PlayStation accounts to their Switch accounts, you couldn't do it. They wouldn't let you. You weren't allowed to. Which is also the one thing that got me to like Xbox more. There was a time where I was like, Xbox is like was below, and that was a huge thing for me. Is that they were more. I also looked at the PlayStation as a company's income. For whatever reason, I looked at it as more than just a console. I don't want to say company's income. I want to look at it as. I want to look at Sony as well. Well, Microsoft, um, they're definitely not an ethically great country. I believe they're also one of the companies that have like sweatshops and all that. Not great people in that regard. But you have these guys that were more whatever about money and not for the players. So that's where I'll take Microsoft in this one. They even bragged with Nintendo about how they're okay with cross-platform or whatever. But again, it very much comes down to friends because there are some games that don't support cross-platform yet. But that's the huge thing with PC is that all those games for the most part, you can play with someone on PC before you can play with the other two consoles, and that's the cool thing about it. Even mobile is more versatile than PlayStation was, which is nuts to say. But now it's pretty much good. Now I can see it, but that was my big thing that I really got out of PlayStation for. But they support VR and Xbox doesn't. I really enjoy VR though, and it's a great experience. I don't know if you've ever done VR or not, but it's a ton of fun. Rare replay. Let's take a look at my oop. Rare. Okay, I have heard of this. I've seen it. I've seen the game before. Yeah. That's because Rare makes good games. Yeah, PSVR is a ton of fun. I don't know if you've done other kinds of VR like PC VR, but you know, I first tried PC VR like with a friend, and it is a ton of fun. Um, but it's a great game. It's 30 games. I don't know, just the way you worded it. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. Okay. Yeah. PC was my first experience with it, and it was so weird in a way because you feel like you're in the world, even though it might not look the highest resolution, but you feel like you're standing there. And like I was playing Keep Talking Nobody Exposed, so I was trying to stand up and I was trying to put my hands on the table in front of me, and I was like a kid in a candy factory. Um, it was really fun. And then I got my own VR, and now I have all kinds of games. I should stream it again sometime. I really enjoy VR. I think I might do it when I get my capture stuff again, so that I can just run it through the PC. The main issue, guys, is that the VR all the way over there. I just have to move it 10 feet. Which I wouldn't mind, but if I could get like a super long cord, that'd also be really cool. But yeah, I have like Super Hot, Beat Saber, and then there's this game that's Siege, which obviously it's the game I was just playing a little bit ago. Like Siege, and when it comes to the controller, it's really fun. People just sneak up on you. But the issue with that though is if you want to play online in that game, you have to have the subscription. So that's what's kind of yikes for me. And then now, my main deciding factor for from getting a PS5 or Xbox Series X is if Xbox decides if they're going to be going no more subscription service. If they go no more subscription service, without a doubt, I'll be getting a Series X. 100%, I'll be getting a Series X. Yeah, I've had a lot of really good experiences with VR. That's why I have a PlayStation. Will I get a PS5 for PS5 VR? 100%. But I just don't know if I'm gonna wait till there's a bigger library or if I'm just gonna dish out $1,000 at once. And even for the Xbox Series X, I don't know if I'm gonna get a Series X or a Series S. The Project Lockhart, which is the supposed Series S. Yeah, that's like one thing that I hate about that. I know Switch I don't mind, just because it's only $20 a year, and the fact that you get an expansive library of retro games, which is really cool. Now, would I love it if they brought back Virtual Console? Kinda. Or they could just. Like I said, it's 100% up to preference, but I don't know. I feel like. Also, I don't know. I feel like PS5 people are very toxic as well. Again, just personal experiences I've had. It's completely different from person to person. I've also had really good experiences on PlayStation. I used to play on PlayStation a ton. I've had great times playing on PlayStation. I find the X. I don't know. It's my personal preference that I like Xbox more. But if I had to get neither, I wouldn't. If I was told you can't get either of them, I wouldn't. I wouldn't lose a night of sleep. I'm only gonna have a PC. But see, the thing with PC is that they are more expensive. That they're going to last longer, but they're more expensive. Yeah, it's very much dependent on the games. Um, even PC can have some really toxic people, but since PC is more of a good PC is a very premium thing. Unfortunately, um, that your lobbies they do have kids, but you're not seeing them in the rates that you are on a PlayStation or an Xbox. One, a lot of kids don't know their way around a computer. I know I didn't know my way around a computer at first either. I definitely didn't. I know that I'm still learning stuff, but I definitely know my way around a lot better. I know my way around with programs, websites, that kind of stuff. Like if I need to get into something, I can get into something. Um, which is I guess not even premium all the way on that regard. The fact because you can get really cheap pre-builts for cheaper than PlayStation or Xbox. The thing that's really really nice is yeah, it depends. Again, it's 100% for the games because I've had more toxic games of Call of Duty because it's cross-platform. Honestly, the most toxic game I have found on on PC has been on a game where there's console players. That's what I've seen. I don't see a lot of personally my experience. Then again, I'm not playing a lot of I'm not playing a whole lot of open lobbies of Fortnite. I'm not playing a whole lot of um games. Kids can get toxic in Siege, I will say that, but it isn't in the same occurrence. Because I don't know, just you don't see it. I also play games like WoW. I'm waiting till like the next expansion comes out for World of Warcraft, but I have played WoW and the dudes in the guild I'm in. I'm in a guild with someone I work with, and actually two people I work with now. I don't work with the one at first, but I do know him outside of work, and obviously, uh, and that's a great experience. RPGs, I don't know how you'd have a toxic community there unless it's like an online or like an MMORPG. But fighting games, I 100% agree that fighting games probably have a toxic community. That's the thing. I feel like Nintendo, they're just a bunch of nice people. I don't know. But again, it all depends on what you're playing. Um, you can get into WoW pretty easily still. It was easy for me. I'm like level 40 something, which isn't super duper high. But I got in with guys I was talking about, and we played a good bit, and actually one of them's playing now. They weren't. I just try to save up for a car, see what I'm doing with that, and I can't justify spending a subscription on it. Right. And again, I love playing them. I just don't have a lot of time, unfortunately. I have days off sometimes, but even then, I just because I like to play Siege and all that stuff like I am now. But unless it's a really good game, like when Breath of the Wild, I won't even care about Siege for that like week or so that I play straight. Probably be more than that. But you know what I mean? Like it just won't be worth. I want to play those other games unless it's a really good game. But to to get back to what I was saying a half an hour ago, I'm gonna end the stream because I need to get up for work. Will I stream tomorrow? Answer: daily double. Probably just because I am once again off. I was thinking of making a Bernie meme, but I didn't know where to go with it. So yeah, I'm off Wednesday, so I'll probably stream then. I'll probably stream after work. I leave some on maybe 10 o'clock, 9, 10, depends on how much stuff's going on tomorrow. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow. Anyone else watching? I'm on nights normally. Sometimes not as much. Hey, actually, tomorrow I don't get off at 9. Tomorrow I get off earlier than that. I was even thinking about streaming tonight. I definitely I could. So anywhere from okay, um, anywhere from 8 onward, I'll probably be streaming. Maybe I'll probably wait till 9, just because I know one, I know that that's around the time that I'm normally on and you're on, and two, someone could still be here at 9. Some people come over all the time. Obviously not my house, but kid. So probably around 9 o'clock, 9 to 10, that area where I usually falls. Today it was a little bit later, a lot of stuff going on, but thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Anyone else seeing this after fact, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow, 9-10 o'clock. But subscribe. I think that automatically gives you live notifications, but if you want to hit the notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the content, leave a like, man. Enjoy. Have a good one. Peace.